Welcome to the Warners Creek Model Railway channel. This is our 2026 update and the first one for the year. I just wanted to catch everybody up with where we're up to over the last week or so. My good mate Neil's been here basically helping me with the lining, and well, actually I've been helping him rather the other way around. But anyway, enjoy this quick update, and I'm going to show you what our next steps are from here on. And there we have it. The shed is lined after 4 days of hard work. The shed is finally lined. Now all we have to do is some minor trims around the edges. Well, welcome to my makeshift table that I've got set up in the middle of the room here. So as you can see, we've pretty well finished all of the panelling of the room. It took us another day and a half recently just to finish that off. So now I've actually got to finish off the trimming of the panelling to make sure that we don't get any bugs and creepy crawlies around or whatever. We are out in a rural environment here, so I've been hunting around, on eBay and Amazon and a few places, and looking at what sort of trims I use to trim the bottom, the skirting boards around the bottom of the shed. One thing I wanted was something that would be pretty solid and easy to apply. Now you could just use a simple skirting timber, which means then you've got to get down, you've got to paint it or pre-paint it and nail it on. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, because I'm probably going to try a robot to clean the floor in here. We use one in our main house and absolutely love having a robot that we've called Robbie. And he runs around the house a couple of times a week, and he does an excellent job of keeping the floor really clean. Now, once the layout is constructed, I don't see any reason why I can't have a robot in here running around keeping the dust off the floor. So I looked at something easy for the robot to run up against and brush up against. So I looked at things like aluminium skirting boards. I've looked at checker plate skirting boards, and I've got just arrived today on Amazon. Is a plastic skirting board. It's 150mm wide. Comes with this red tape, which is just a peel back self-adhesive tape. So I'm going to give this a try in a minute, and we'll see how it goes. It's about $20 for 6 or 7 metres, so it's pretty inexpensive compared to timber. So I'm going to give this a try now. I'm going to take a measurement just where my workbench is going to be, and we'll cut it up and we'll see how it looks. So let's see how it goes. Well, let's see how good this Amazon product is. They make it in varying widths and lengths, but I thought I'd just get this piece, give it a try and see how it works. Looks pretty thin, so we'll see how it goes. Now I've measured the area that I'm going to do, so I'm just going to give this a slice open here, take that bit of tape off. Down there, and we can see how it is. Now it's actually got a small seam across the bottom, and the idea of that is for you to put that up against the floor so that it gives you quite a nice seal. So we'll just roll this out, and we'll see see how we go. Now we need to measure out 2.8 metres, so we'll get the tape here, we'll measure that out. Oops, put that in there. So measure it out here. A little bit awkward without any assistance, but we'll see how we go. Just keep our quart there. We'll see. We've got there to 2.1, so we've now got to go, tend to slide it down a little bit. So I'm just going to hold the tape there, let it run back like that. And it doesn't have to be, I don't think it has to be perfect, because we've got a little bit of leeway each side. So go down here, 2.5, 2.7, 2.8, 2.85. We'll just give it a little mark there, like that. Tape run back. Tape run back. Get the square so we get a nice square cut. And we'll give that a line across there like that. Like that. Now, it says in the instructions that it's pretty easy to cut with a Stanley knife or a pair of scissors, so we're just going to use a Stanley knife and see how we go. And that's cut very nicely. Now we'll go over and we'll install it and see how we go. Well, it took me about 6 or 7 minutes, but I've been able to stick the piece that I measured across the bottom there, pull the backing tape off. It's stuck straight on, it's got no crinkles in it. I have to say, for less than $10 for 3 metres, I reckon it's actually a really good solution for doing skirting boards in this room. So I'll now go onto Amazon, I'll now purchase another 6 or 7 rolls, and I'll be able to go around the whole room. So my mate Mark the Sparky's been around the whole wall and fitted off all the power points. This is a 4-gang point here for above my bench. I ran a network 6 cat cable that runs back to the other part of the shed, and then when the other minor project on my block of land, which is my house, once that's completed and the trench from the house across to the shed is dug, we can then run a network cable across to my main NBN connection. At the moment the shed is running off a battery system, an EcoFlow battery system with a 120 watt solar panel on the roof, and it's doing a pretty good job. It's running all the lights and the fan in here and all the security system, the CCTV, and the solar panel charges it up during the day, so it's quite good. It's actually, the shed's actually off the grid. So that's our PowerPoint's been done, our panelling's done. Looks like I now know how I'm going to do the skirting boards. It's now just doing a little bit of trim around the roof, and the shed will be absolutely finished. So that just about wraps up this update. This is the update. This will be the last update for the actual shed build series. So this is update number 6. We're actually going to move into the best part of this project, which is start to build the baseboard. So I've got myself a temporary table here. I've done my timber takeoff, so it's a matter of sourcing the timber over the next week or so, get it over here into the shed, and then I'm just going to come over here each day. I live about 7 or 8 kilometres away, so just come over every day and build a module or two. So my modules are going to be 2 metres by 900, and I've got 16 of those, and a couple of smaller 1.5 modules and a couple of 700 or 800 modules. So my plan is to build them here on the table, screw them all together, work out what I'm going to do for legs. I'm still working on that, and bolt them all together and then stand them up in the room here. The idea of that is so that unlike my last railway, which we had to chop up with a bandsaw, which you would have seen the painful process of cutting up the Kingsbury Model Railway, which we didn't really like doing, but it was the only way to get it apart. I've decided I'm going to bolt this layout together. And the way I've designed the plan, which you'll see above here, is to make the design so that there's no points over any particular joint. So at any given stage, if I had to pull the layout apart, I'd only have to just run a Dremel through the track, and run a small saw through, and then just unbolt the modules. And I'll even make the bus wires and all the wires with interconnects between all the panels, so that the layout will be truly modular. It's not that I'm going to take it anywhere and exhibit it, but it just makes it easy that if I have to move again, which I hope not to, but if I did have to move again, that whoever takes on the layout after me will be able to transport it easily. And I think that for a large layout, that really is the best way to go, is to make it so that it's transportable. Because so many times you see large layouts for sale and they've really got to be half destroyed to be actually able to either get them out of the room or to be able to move them on out of a house. So just thinking about the future while you're at this design stage, I think is an important point of designing this new Warners Creek Model Railway, which I might add, we're going to start building very, very shortly, and we're going to do it in Code 83 with unifrog points, and it's going to be a great design. It's got a number of yards, and it's also got a branch line with a typical New South Wales, very, very small station, a disused turntable. It'll be quite different to my last layout, but certainly looking forward to running some trains on it in 2026. I hope you enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this build series of the shed. I know it's taken a long time, but you've got to wait for people to help, and you've also got to wait for things to actually get built and done. So my floor's in, my panelling's on, my power's basically done. So now I've just got to get out the tools and build the baseboard. So until the start of the baseboard series, we'll see you next time. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and you can watch this fabulous model railway come to life.